But who you talking to, the hoe? I hear you talking, but who you talking to, the hoe? So, I was thinking to tell Anika, girl, you might as well release a whole nother album and you know, let Roman loose on this next album. You know, I think you have, since you have enough songs. Well, I seen a post about somebody saying that you had like, you know, some albums worth of songs in the vault. Open up the vault, go ahead and let Roman out on a new album, girl. Since they already trying you, but at the same time, you know, take your time and let Roman have his little playtime. Cause who you talking to, the hoe? But for serious, like, you know, do another album, let Roman out and let him play a little bit on this, you know, or a lot of bit on this next album, cause girl, they playing on your top. And ain't nobody else getting in the studio. Well, they trying to get in the studio, but I know you gotta let them release what they gonna release, cause they been, you know, releasing snippets and stuff like that, and that way you will have time to. I'm not doing like my full head of lies. Like I'm just kind of like twisting the front just cause, you know, it's real puffy right there, child. But anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, I know you gotta hear what them chickens gonna say. Hear what them chickens gonna say in their raps. And so that way, you know, you can add some stuff to some of the songs in the vault. But I think it's time to just, you know, go ahead and release another album and go ahead and let Roman have his playtime and do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Cause who they talking to, the hoe? Yeah. Bend that ass over. Let that pussy breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Nikki. Shake that ass for me. Oh, now shake that ass for me. Yeah. Oh, now shake that ass for me. I hear you talking, but who you talking to, the hoe? I gotta stop playing. Subscribers, your video is ready somewhat. So I'm kind of upset because I realized that when I have recorded what do they call it? When I've recorded freestyles, they haven't sometimes the way that I record them, right? Because when I have my lyrics written down, it would be easier if I had my phone, my other phone, because I had two phones and one got lost. Well, I wouldn't say it got lost, but well, yeah, it's technically lost because when I went to jail in 2021, it was in the car or the vehicle when the accident happened in 2021. And when I got back home, my tarot cards, like all of my notes and like lyrics to songs and things, and it was just all not there. So I'm not sure how that was missing, but my my clothes, some of my clothes, most of my clothes were returned. I think all of them were returned, except for my 2 bags with my things in it. But I was going to do a freestyle to press play, and I had finished writing some lyrics, and I wrote like a whole nother verse, and then Spirit kept saying no, like don't record. And then when I thought about it, I was like, oh. So I don't know. I guess I can read the lyrics to y'all. I had posted them for a little bit, but that's because I was going to try to record it, and then I realized, oh, it's gonna be like a copyright. And it's not like there are other videos that don't have copyright. And while we're on this topic, right, YouTube, we got some smoke. Because why is it that for short videos, right, short form videos, short content videos, they have the option for you to use the music, right, like new music, like Ari's song, yes, and say that shit with your chest, and like, but when you post content with the music, it'll mark the video as partially blocked. And this wouldn't be an issue if the channel wasn't, if I wasn't intending for the channel to be monetized. And it's that isn't the entire focus for this channel. And it's really like, when I create content because I enjoy it, and it's somewhat freeing to create content. And I say somewhat freeing because, like, when I doing things like this, that is kind of like, oh, I want to put a freestyle out, and then I remember that I'm what do you call it, abundance for myself in a way, with this channel also. But I mean, having the interaction from the subscribers, and I don't know, like, don't want to call the subscribers fans or things like that. Not even really subscribers, because I enjoy, having, the audience. I enjoy that y'all have subscribed. I enjoy all my new subscribers. And yeah. So I guess since my rap name is Kwing, Kwing. And I explained on my old YouTube what it meant. So I was going to start saying to my followers, welcome to the royal queendom. The queendom. And it's not that the subscribers have to be a part of the LGBTQI community. I enjoy beings of all, walks of life, or scrolls of life, or roles of life. However you are mobile, or if you are at home, or whatever. I enjoy the idea of having subscribers that actually enjoy the content. So yeah. So you remember that part, or when I was rapping in my the reaction video to Press Play, where I said, Shawty bring me my tamarins, shaking ass like a tamarind. Shawty graded your test, and it's looking like Fendi prints. 2 L's that I passed her, and I hate an ungrateful bitch. 93 on the pump, and press play on my speaker, bitch. And then I was going to switch up the flow, and say, hold up, wait. Ooh, and then I just thought of a different line, like, press the brakes. Press the digits, open, safe. But I did have some lyrics that was like, 4 ones, open, safe. Like opening the vault. But oftentimes I have these ideas of lines, and sometimes, and this is what I kind of witnessed with this freestyle, is that when I started rapping about a certain part of the there was a certain part of the rap where I made another verse, and the second verse to press play, and I'm just kind of rapping from the dome, right? So that part where Nicki comes in, and I was gonna say, sis, your verse is ready, like, because a lot of rappers have people write their verses. It's like Casper been writing their verses. Casper the Ghost, they got ghost writers writing for them. But I was like, sis, your verse is ready, and then looking ass bitches, none rapping bitches, got them by the leash, still ain't see them bitches. And then I say, made a little nigga my ex, he going biblical. He believing in God after this pussy hole. Check. And then I say, I'm on the astral plane. Guess I passed her. Your headmaster, I need an answer. Like, guess I passed her. Your headmaster, I need an answer. If I'm the tutor, then who's the master? I think, and then I switched the flow again. I think I need a raise. I think I'm going 5D if I'm not getting paid. It's something like that. And then I say, and then I think I switched the flow again at the end. Oh yeah, I think I'm going 5D if I'm not getting paid. And then something about with something like with money and my nigga. And then I said, it's not like, what is it? Fendi, printing, Balenciaga, drip me. Trend me, but trend me, Fendi, Balenciaga, Fendi, Balenciaga, trend me. It's something like that. The flow something like goes like that, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's an internal thing on the projector. Oh darn! Have to probably get another. And it just recently happened, like, as we have been sitting here. Because I would have noticed it while I think I would have noticed that. Yeah. Most definitely. It's electronics. Child, I was all up in there looking in the thing. But it was actually in the inside of it. Because when I took it, off of the projector and actually like looked inside the projector, it's actually like black inside the projector. That thing had lasted for a good little minute though, so I ain't mad at it. It lasted for a while. It lasted and did what it was supposed to do. I'm not sure how I'll get another one. Could have spent my Christmas money, but I spent that and made sure I had paid the internet bill so that I could be uploading for y'all. But I guess that's what the ancestors were trying to warn me about. But I also had posted on Twitter that I had saw I had saw signs about something about Florida, and it was while I was watching a YouTube video of Nikki's station head conversation, like one of her station head conversations. And so I kept seeing something about Florida. Something about Florida was what kept coming up. Like I actually heard something about not that you aren't going to see her in Florida. And so initially what I was like, what does that mean? I was like, does she not have any, cause I was like, does she not have any tour dates in Florida? Because they was like, add another tour date in Florida. And so when I actually searched to see was there a tour date in Florida, there's a date in Orlando, and I think it was dated March 22nd. So when I seen that, I was like, okay, well there must going to be some type of cancellation, or I also, when I like clairvoyantly seen something about weather, but I also was hearing something about like sickness, so there could be like under the weather, and it didn't seem like it was about her. It seemed like it was about something that is going to be happening within the collective. So when I seen that, I posted it on Twitter, and usually I don't tag people, but I decided to tag her in that. So that way, sometimes when people have a chance to receive the information, they can kind of not only have precautions for themselves, but for the people that may be coming to the show. So yeah. Yep. So you guys, the lighting here is marvelous. It is marvelous. You hear me? It's marvelous. And so, the way the light shine me upon my face. The way the light shine upon my face. I'm tired a little bit, like mentally, with receiving messages and stuff. I'm probably going to rest for a little bit so that I can finish this video. I'm not sure. Like, it has a little bit of vulnerable stuff in there, but I kind of want to make it like, but y'all have what y'all need to have to actually know what y'all need to know about what is going on and stuff like that. Some YouTubers get vulnerable with their subscribers and are, like honest with things. So, not saying that that's me, but I'll be back. I have to say this while I'm thinking about it, but I remember when Avery and I were having a conversation, he said, well, I told him, I don't have a lot of followers, and he said, that doesn't matter, right? And I thought about how this, one of the followers on TikTok that I also follow, so he has over 1,000 followers, and he's of a lighter complexion than I am, and I often think that, well, anyway, that is a conversation for another day, another topic. I heard y'all wanted me to go ahead and drop that tea, spill it. Yeah, not drop the tea, but y'all kind of want me to what they call it, wake that tea up. I think that oftentimes people receive followers for their presence or what the vessel looks like versus their their actual content. And not to say that in a way that is like digging at them and their content, you know. But anyway, what I was thinking about is that I've always kind of wanted to be able to, even if, you know, I receive you know, 1 million followers, I would still want to be in a place of remembering what it was like when, or what it was like to get a couple of likes on a post. Like, although, like, because I think that oftentimes, even though people will say, you know, you don't have to have a lot of followers to be recognized, and that is true. But at the same time, a lot of people that say these things, I know that they don't always they have, in a way, they have to reach out to people who have a big following to keep their following at a, you know, at a place that is like large, so that when they put out content, it is getting viewed just like these other large creators. Like, they have to think big. They have to have like this content that is like out there. Like, their content has to be seen. And, you know, just to speak about Avery, like, Avery is he is a celebrity. He's been to these places where, you know, not to even just go deep into the conversation about Avery, right? But to just use him as an example for this video. Oftentimes I've realized that until a person is at like a status of having millions and millions of followers, like millions and millions of followers, they have to sort of be in a place of also being in alignment with other followers who have a large following to continue, like, because you have to think about it this way. People that get paid for their presence on social media and things like that, viewing and you know, being viewed is actually a huge part of, you know, the earnings on social media, especially like a place like YouTube. Views, interaction with the videos, likes and comments and things like that, engagement within the videos. So oftentimes I think that I hope that I will be successful. I know that I'll be successful enough, right? But I hope that I can remember what it was like to have that feeling of not having so many subscribers and being able to still being able to connect with those beings that probably have felt that way. Like, granted, I have you know, I finally have almost the same amount as what my old YouTube channel had, and it's the subscribers are moving up. They moved up pretty fast. At the beginning of the year, I had 24 at the start of the year, and now it's at 50, and so that's great. And so yeah, when I reach a 100,000 subscribers, 200,000, or a million subscribers, or 1 million followers, I hope that I can still somewhat connect with those beings that felt the way that I did when I had 24 subscribers or 50 followers or whatever. I hope that I can still connect with those people that are trying to up their content. And, you know, yeah, like how Keith Lee, he started and his content was like amazing, and how he goes to these places and his light allows these food places to be shown. What if my light could shine onto other creators who are worthy of being seen? I think that would be so amazing. Yeah. I also have to say this too, because I noticed that a lot of times people that aren't necessarily they aren't necessarily ouglé. I'll say that word, ouglé. They're not ouglé, but oftentimes when people don't are not aesthetically appealing or pleasing, oftentimes they will get viewed because they don't look like they should be happy like other beings are happy. And that's just not true. They should be happy. And I'm not saying this person's name because I don't want it to be like, when you truly have a love for humans and humankind, you don't want to offend people by name dropping them. But at the same time, I used to be that way. I used to be like, I'll say that bitch name, but I had to kind of make a change in how I allow people to experience me once I realized that there was reflection involved, because I don't want that type of negativity reflected back to me. But at the same time, there's also a need to be authentic, but there's a way to be authentic and also be kind and be nurturing and be the presence of unconditional love. So that's why I say things the way that I do. And a lot of my friends from the past may think, bitch, that ain't you, because you would cuss a bitch out, like read a bitch down, cuss a bitch out, like call that bitch an ugly ass, whatever. That was the presence that I was. And now I have shifted into a more unconditionally loving experience of oneself, and also a aware personality. Even though I may joke and may say some things, like when I posted the little short video where T.S. Madison said, if you don't get your fat bad built, I think it's okay to make funny videos like that when some of the things that are said may be demeaning, but if I consciously know that I don't actually feel that way, and even if I do feel like some way about some of the things that are said in the background, or even I saw where T.S. Madison was like, she was saying, I got my hard ass, and what she is saying to when she says that, she's referring to her ass being I think she got on the table. If y'all know about T.S. Madison, then you understand what I'm saying, but if you don't know, maybe there'll be a conversation for another day. But yeah, I think that me and T.S. Madison kind of view that idea of being able to speak about ourselves in a way that we do, because we're so close to, we are pretty much the same zodiac sign, which is a Libra Scorpio cusp. She's on the 22nd, mine is on the 21st, both October. Yeah, so yeah, but I often think, it would be amazing if to see people that create valuable content, and not to say that people that are very handsome or beautiful, not saying that their content isn't creative, but to say that I've noticed that there are beings that sometimes get overlooked that have very important content. But I also am aware that sometimes content reaches those who it's meant for, and those beings in some way are getting praise and being seen by spirit and by God. So yeah.